that brings us to what crazy thing did IHG do this week? So
Yeah,
what's going on with IHG? Because, and I ask you what's going on with IHG because I don't even get it. Like, I'm confused. What's going on
it
with IHG?
it's so confusing. So IHG was last to the party to extend free night certificates that were expiring this year. They waited until the end of the year, very close to the end of the year, to do anything about these. So to back up a little bit, here's what happened. Early April-ish, IHG announced that any certificates that were expiring in 2020, they were going to extend the expiration date to the end of 2020. So, if you had one expiring in June, you had an extra 6 months or whatnot. And any new certificates issued from then on would have 18 months instead of the usual 12 months before they expired. So, okay. So now we're getting to December. We're in December now, where a lot of people have certificates that are expiring end of December. Most other major hotel chains have already extended again, even if they first extended them to the end of this year. Most others had extended again. IHG waited and waited and waited. Finally, they're doing something, but what it is crazy confusing.
I mean, I'm already confused, and we haven't even gotten to the confusing. Like, you're talking about 18 months and 12 months in December, and like I'm already pretty confused as to when my certificate expires, and we haven't even hit the confusing part.
Right, right. The confusing thing is that instead of changing these certificates that expire at the end of December, they seem to have added new ones to everyone's account. To anyone who had a certificate expiring at the end of December, and so now instead of one certificate, you'll see two. One of them will still expire end of December this year. Another one will expire end of August of 2021. And then it's anyone's guess as to what'll happen if you use the December one. Like, did will they then take away that later expiring one because they'll say, well, we didn't really mean to give you an extra one.
You went ahead and
So
used it. I mean, because if you had used that one that expires in December, if you used it like 2 weeks ago, did you still get
yeah,
one of the new ones?
I
If you
don't
already, I don't
think
think so, right?
so.
I think it was just people that had those still. So,
Yeah.
like, if you use it, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. Like if you used it 2 weeks ago, I think you're out of luck. Now,
Right.
if you use it after they've added another one, like it's a separate thing, isn't it? Or is it? I mean,
I mean, my bet is that it's just separate and that you could get away with it. That you could get away with a free stay in the next couple of weeks if you want to. Um, but it's a gamble because obviously, unless you already had plans to do some traveling and there was an IHG property that fit in those plans, you're risking a potentially much better stay in next year. Um, my bet as to why this happened, or my guess, I guess, is that maybe IHG just does not have the technology to change the expiration dates on certs that have already been issued. So they changed in
yeah,
that April announcement. They
yeah,
changed the dates of ones that had not yet been issued. They said, okay, now they're going to be valid for 18 months. But
right.
what about the ones that were already issued? It seems like they just
No,
issued new
okay.
ones that.
Okay, no, no, you see, now I'm confused. All right, so that makes sense because I had a certificate that was issued at the end of April, and that certificate is valid for 18 months. So my certificate that was issued at the
Right.
end of April this year is valid until October of next year. So that wasn't one that was scheduled to expire this month. That was a newly issued one after Chase made the announcement. However,
IHG.
if
Yeah.
I'm sorry, yes, IHG. However, if I remember correctly, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I think your wife had one that was scheduled to expire in January and is now scheduled to expire in like July, right?
Um, maybe.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. So that one
I
must have
guess you're
been
right. You're right. So
already
that must
issued
have been
before, wasn't it?
reissued. You're right.
Right? Because I mean, originally it would have been issued in
Yeah.
January of
All
2020.
right. So there goes that
So yeah,
theory.
there goes
So,
that theory.
uh,
So yeah,
what good?
and
What good
and
was
and
that
so
theory at all?
the reason I brought that up is because if you have one that was issued early this year, then you kind of get the short end of the stick because I presumably Greg's wife originally, Mrs. Myler here, originally had one that was scheduled to expire in January of 2021, and now it's going to expire in June or July or something like that of
Right.
2021 instead of August. Whereas the people that had one that was expiring sooner now are going to have a later expiration. It's just like it's
Yep.
all
Yep.
Well,
It's really nuts.
it's a mess. It's a
Yeah,
mess, IHG.
yeah,
I mean, they're trying to do the right thing, sort of. The right thing, IHG, would have been to take care of this like 6 months ago. That would have been the right thing.
right.
Like, this is the next best right-ish thing.
And
But man,
also, I sort of have this beef with most of the programs, like Marriott, same thing. By extending things into August, you're just making them available to right about the time when travel should hopefully be opening up again, but
right.
without really giving us much time
No.
to get all these in. So, with Marriott, I have so many between my wife and I. We have so many credit cards with certs, and so all of last year's ones have rolled over, which is
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Okay? And then we
Right.
have all new ones, right? And
Yeah.
so we've got like
A billion. I know.
dozens.
I thought about writing a post about how I don't think I'm going to redeem any hotel points next year because I have so many free night certificates
Right.
now. I
So
don't
you
know,
have
like I'm
all these
drowning
free
in these
nights,
things.
but they all expire in August.
Right. Right.
And so you have
yeah.
to cram in all your travel between some unknown date when, the COVID is no longer a thing and when these certs expire. And are there enough days in between those two times?
Yeah, I mean, there may very well not be with the number of certs that some of us are sitting on at this point. Especially because, like Greg said, I mean, you might have had some that had kind of already gotten rolled over, and with Marriott, they just re-extended ones that had been extended already. So you might have one that you've had for a couple of years already. You just keep getting a new one every year. You got several of them stacked up, and if you had travel package certificates, oh my goodness, it's just
right. Again, I think it's great that they keep rolling the dates forward. I just wish they had moved it to the end of 21.
And the 21 would have been much more customer friendly all the way around.
Right.
So.
Which I think is what Hyatt did. Am I remembering that right? I don't know. They did that with some things anyway.
Yes, because I have a certificate that got extended to that. I don't know. I don't remember what was what with Hyatt. But anyway, so IHG extended some stuff. Yay, good that they extended it. But man, just
in
do
a very
December
confusing way.
December 31st of 2021. If everybody would just extend everything to then, I think it'd be super simple.
That's right.
But they didn't ask us.
All right.
So
no, why not? I don't know.
Who knows? But so let's talk about a different hotel chain because we're